Hi guys, here we are, Simple Solutions Lesson 3. Okay, so it looks like we are still looking at map skills. So make sure that you have your lesson, you have something to write with, and a highlighter. Okay, remember if you don't have a highlighter, it's fine. You can underline the keywords. That is absolutely cool. Okay, so if you remember from lesson 1, I said before you hop into reading a passage, glance at the questions first so that you know what you're looking for. So take just a couple seconds, read over the questions so that we know what we're going to be doing for this lesson. Okay, and also, Simple Solutions always bolds new vocabulary words. So if you see a new vocabulary word, you need to highlight that word and the definition so that you know what it means. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into our passage today. This is a short one, and we will get rolling. So we're looking at political maps today. A political map shows the boundaries of areas as defined by people, not by nature. Political maps may show the outlines or borders of countries, states, counties, or other areas. Cities and capitals are on political maps too. Important landmarks such as the Washington Monument may also be on a political map. Color is often used on political maps to set states or countries apart from one another. So this map that you see today, that is a political map, and I know it's a political map because it shows me shapes of states. So I know that Texas looks different than Georgia. Georgia looks different than Minnesota. I can tell that by looking at the different shapes of the state. So I know that this is a political map. Okay. So number 1, the 4 countries labeled on this political map are, so remember from our first lesson we said that United States is a country, okay, but it's also bordered to the north and the south by 2 other countries, right? So here's our neighbor to the north, here's our neighbor to the south, so those are 3 countries there. There's one more country shown on this map. Cuba. So your 4 countries that you're going to write in: Canada, the United States, Mexico, and Cuba. Go ahead and write those in. Get your 4 countries written in. And remember, this is a video, so you can pause me if I'm moving too fast, okay? All right, number 3, we need to choose which type of map is being described here. So a blank map shows the location of towns, cities, states, and countries. Okay, so you need to decide, is that going to be a physical map or a political map? If I go back to the text here, there's some text evidence that I can highlight that gives me my answer. It says political maps may show the outlines or borders of countries, states, or other areas. Okay, so I know that the answer to number 3 is going to be a political map. Number 3 is political, so go ahead and circle that. 4 and 5, so we'll see these types of questions pop up, this format of question pop up on Simple Solutions from time to time. So instead of writing the entire word in the box, you can just write the letter, okay? So some of the words listed below name water or landforms that are shown on physical maps. Others are cities, states, and other boundaries that appear on political maps. Put the letter of each item under the correct map type, okay? So A, it says mountain ranges. If you remember from our other lesson, We see mountain ranges on physical maps, right? Because they're high elevations, they're brown. We're going to put that on physical map. Remember, I'm not going to write the whole word mountain range. I'm just going to put an A, okay? I've already used A, so I'm now going to cross it out. Mexico is a country. We know that we find countries on political maps. So I'm going to put a B right here on political map. And I'm going to cross out B because now I've used it. New York City is a city. I know that cities are found also on political maps. So I'm going to put C under political map. D, the Colorado River. If you go back to look at your definition of a political map, it does not show us rivers. Water forms are found on physical maps, so I'm going to put Colorado River right here under physical map. I'm going to write the letter D. Lake, same thing. It's a water form, so it's going to be found on a physical map. And last one, California is a state. If you look at the political map over here, it does show us California. So I know that California is going to go under the political map side. So for physical map, you should have A, D, and E. And for political maps, you should have B, C, and F. Okay. Number 6, we need to choose human resources or capital resources. I think this one's going to be easy peasy because there's a clue word in here. So blank resources are the people who do the work. So when I see the word people, I know that we are humans. So number 6, you should circle human. Human resources are the people who do the work. Number 7, we have 6 words here, and we need to put a check next to the words that name natural resources. So when I say natural resources, it's things that occur in nature. Okay, so we can't go to Walmart and buy it. Humans are human resources and not natural resources, so they wouldn't be something that we should check. Okay, so water is a natural resource. You should put a check mark there. Clothing is not a natural resource. It's something that we could buy at Walmart, right? Somebody has to make it. Machinery, also not a natural resource. That doesn't just grow in nature. Trees do grow in nature, so trees would be a natural resource. Minerals occur in nature. They would be a natural resource, but not engines. They do not grow in nature. So for number 7, you should have a check mark beside water, trees, and minerals. Those are all natural resources. Okay. All right, looks like we have another vocab word coming up, so go ahead and get your highlighters ready. Maps show many different types of information. Climate zones, location of minerals, and population are 3 examples. Maps that display this type of information are called thematic maps. So thematic maps show climate zones, locations of minerals, and populations. Okay, so go ahead and highlight that. So now we know what a thematic map is. And 8 through 10, draw a line to match each type of thematic map in column A with the information it shows in column B. So in column A, we have climate, mineral, and population, and we need to match that with its definition in column B. I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes to do that. All right, guys. So for climate, you should have matched climate with the average temperature or rainfall. Okay, climate is average temperature or rainfall. Mineral should have matched with coal, silver, or copper deposits. And population is the number of people living in a city.